What's up, y'all? Could you guys see this? These are vitamin D pills, and it's great to I take them every morning, and it helps with the anxiety attacks and things like that, just to get the nerves back going good. And a great friend of mine told me to take them, so that's what I do. So let's take one of these. Yeah. What's up, YouTube? It's Wednesday. I'm here. I'm back. Mickey Vlogs. We in, and I'm just gonna be doing a few episodes in between here and there on mics and anxiety, and if I can help you guys out with it, people that do have it, or people that just want to find more of an understanding about anxiety attacks or panic attacks, whatever you call it. I will be giving you little inside tips on how I live through it and how you can live through it. So stay tuned, and we are getting it on Wednesday. So I'm doing a special. It's going to be called Living with Anxiety, and I don't know how many parts it's going to be to it, but today I'm just going to give you a little briefing on it and just help people out there with the anxiety attacks. And if you're going through the anxiety attacks, panic attacks, maybe this can help you guys out. And be back. Subscribe if you're watching this for the first time. Like up the vlogs. You already know what it is. I gotta put a little energy in me. But today feels like a Monday or Tuesday, but it's a Wednesday. So let's deal with it. Get through it. Almost through the week. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Live your motherfucking life. You gotta get your motherfucking hustle. Understand niggas is gonna hate you regardless. Get that out of your head, that fantasy world where niggas ain't hating on you. You gotta be grateful. You need haters. What the fuck is you complaining about? What the fuck do you think a hater's job is? To fucking hate. So let them motherfuckers do their goddamn job. What the fuck is you complaining about? Ladies, if you got 14 women hating on you, you need to figure out how the fuck to get to 16 before the summer get here. The fuck is you mad about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now, I'm just doing what I do, man. Helping my grandmother out at the church. And besides that, oh, every morning when you get up, well, at least every morning when I get up, I use vitamin D pills, 1,000 milligrams, and just keeps me going with the day. Right now, I do need a naked juice. Y'all know I love the naked juice. And just learning to keep myself relaxed. It makes it a whole lot better. So you guys stay tuned, and I might have to run to that grocery store over there. But yeah, see you in a few.
I don't tell nobody go to church, nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, get you a shit. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up with a ooze. My niggas is bad, woo. Static, I thudded the hundred round food. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up with a ooze. My niggas is bad, woo. Static, I thudded the hundred round food.
What's up, YouTube? So yeah, I want to let y'all know, anxiety attacks is not, a lot of people are confused with being scared and things like that. Sometimes if you look it up, I'm too much aware. So I'm aware of everything, like I'm aware of everything around me, and being too much aware sometimes causes anxiety attacks. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Some people get it confused and just not knowing what anxiety attacks and panic attacks are. But yeah. What's up, guys? Like I told you, I'm gonna do a couple episodes on anxiety attacks, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I get anxiety attacks, and I'm noticing that there's a lot of people out there which I did not know at first. I just, sometimes you hear about it, but you don't really know to connect with people. So, being that there's a lot of people out there that's been asking me and telling me to, continue doing it, I felt like I was gonna do like a couple episodes on just living with anxiety. So, when you see the title "Living with Anxiety," that will be a vlog inside of a vlog, my daily vlog. So, yeah, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about, number one, feeling an overwhelming fear. The fear comes from you not wanting to get into anxiety attacks sometimes. Like for me, my biggest fear is when I get like the tightness in my chest, and it feels very weird. So that used to bother me until I knew what it was, because you have to understand, before I knew I was having anxiety attacks, I didn't even know what was going on. So I also have acid reflux, so I thought it had something to do with that. So I didn't really know what was really going on until I actually could find you guys and find people that understood the symptoms. And I went to my doctor a few times, and that's when I realized, I'm having anxiety attacks. And the reason why the fear came, I believe, the last time, as you've seen in my earlier vlog, my little brother had an asthma attack, and that was the first time I had an anxiety attack. Just not when the ambulance came. I was trying to get everything together to go to the hospital, to follow the ambulance to the hospital. It was me, my mother, and my friend, Shaq. What's up, Shaq? So I was getting everything together, so I was running all over the place, and just me running back and forth trying to get his stuff together to get to the ambulance, because he couldn't breathe at the time, and me running downstairs to get my stuff on to get to the hospital. I had an anxiety attack, and I didn't really know what it was, because I kind of continued on after it. Like, I paused for a minute. I couldn't breathe really good, and after that, that's when I went to the hospital to make sure he was okay. So as that progressed, and he got himself better after the asthma attack, he stayed in the hospital a few days just to get himself back, and he's actually doing a whole lot better right now. So I pray and I'm thankful for that, grateful for that too. And he's still seeing a doctor for his asthma. He has to go to a separate doctor just to check on his breathing and things like that, which I'm very happy for. But in between that time, still up until this point, I've been getting little anxiety attacks. So that's kind of the reason what brought me to this point of having anxiety attacks. And at first I felt a little uncomfortable talking about it to people. And so I don't know what, my heart just said to do it. If my heart says to do it, I go forth and I just do it. So that's what it is. And so the overwhelming fear for me was me just thinking that my brother I was gonna lose him, or he was gonna just get her from this asthma attack, and that's what brought the overwhelming fear. So when you hear if you have an overwhelming fear, what you should do is I would take it to number 2, is your breathing. And breathing has a lot to do with your controlling yourself, and just I guess the older method was you see a person grabbing a paper bag and just blowing into the paper bag. But nowadays you don't really have to do that. I read somewhere, and you guys could check it out. You could just look up on Google anxiety attacks, breathing patterns, and prevention. And I believe it's like a 5. Something to do with 5 breathing, the way you breathe. So you inhale, hold it for 5 seconds, exhale. And you do that, I think, a few times. I say do it about 5 times, and it should bring your breathing down, and it should get your body back where it's supposed to be. Now, in a severe panic attack or a severe anxiety attack, that might not just be the only thing to work. I also heard that what works is if you get if you put your hands under cold water, that also helps sometimes. For me, I never tried that because I didn't only had a few anxiety attacks, but I went to when I went to the hospital, the nurse gave me this. Let me see if I could just cover up. I don't know if you guys guys can read that. But it's so I'm gonna try to pronounce this. I don't know why, but I'm gonna try. It's called alprazolam, and they gave me 0.25 milligrams. So they and you know, also the nurse told me you know, don't just take it like that because it's very addictive, and that's one of the reasons. But it raised a little, you know, antenna in my head, because I started to think I don't want to get addicted to pills. I'm not a pill pop. I'm not into that nonsense. But I do keep this with me, because the reason why I keep it with me, just knowing that you have a pill with you that could help you if it gets severe, that takes it down too. So it's also a mind game, guys. You also gotta, you know, I'm trying to understand it like how people tell it to me. You know, I'm still having anxiety attacks myself. So don't think I'm just the strongest person that just could get over it. But I'm just telling you little things that maybe could help you, even if it doesn't help me. And yeah, so that I only have I took one before, and after that point I didn't take it anymore. But one thing I would stress, somebody that has a lot of love for me, genuine love for me, and they told me to take those vitamin D pills every morning. Take 1,000 milligrams, and that should help too, because vitamin D has a lot to do with the sunlight, and you need the sunlight to, you know, just bring in. It's like vibes. Everything is vibes, really. So yes, that's another thing that I wanted to tell you guys. Another thing that works for me, I drink a lot of water. So I don't know, it just works for me because water keeps you hydrated, and I think it's just good for you all the time. So I always keep water with me to drink. So I'm always drinking water. Another thing I want to tell you, you know, when you get the dizziness, or like for me, if I go into a room where, okay, let's say I'm walking through Macy's, and you know, the perfume and the cologne section. If I stay in the perfume and cologne section too long, I'll get like a sense of dizziness, because just all the smells, it just causes me to get very anxious. So things like that causes anxiety for me. So what I would do at that point was I won't stay long in that place, and then I'll walk out, bring right back to my breathing patterns, and that's when you know, inhale, exhale, and then you're ready to go. So you need healthy juices, and you need to eat healthy. It's good for your body, especially when you're dealing with anxiety. You want to be healthy. You just want everything to be running and operating right. Because, and another thing, if you suffer from anxiety attacks, do not eat a lot of sugar. That is not good. Sugar and caffeine, that is a no-no. Do not. If you're, you know, try to. I know a lot of people love coffee. I don't really particularly do the coffee like that. I used to drink a little bit here and there, but that caffeine, because it makes you jittery. So sugar, a lot of sugar, you know, I'm not saying don't take sugar all the way out your diet, but what I will say is, you know, just watch how much sugar you take in. You know, a lot of things with sugar usually are not good for you anyway, but you know, everybody wants to have a little good tasting in it. So I'm not going to say not all the sugar, but just don't overdo it with the sugar, because that can start an anxiety attack. I'm going to have a lot more coming for you guys. I have to run out. The vlog is almost over, but thank you so much for watching, and everybody just showing love. If this video helped anyone, or if you have any tips yourself that you can help me with, you know, leave a comment in the box, and I'll definitely reply to you. I always reply. And subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. Thank you for just being so patient with me with my vlogs. I'm stepping it up. Like I said, you know, I'm trying to get a new camera so I can get the flip screen and have the nice angles and all the stuff that vloggers do and love. So I'm gonna bring you guys the best content, the best footage. It's your boy Mickey Vlogs. You already know what it is. And anybody out there on YouTube, if you're suffering from anything, don't be scared to let people know, because people go through the same thing. You know, a lot of people paint the perfect world, and some people just live in the reality. We're living in our reality because we show and express ourselves, and we try to help each other daily. So thank you so much for everybody that's been holding me down and watching my vlogs and just saying, you know, keeping up with me. Everybody that's showing support. And anybody out there with anxiety attacks or anything you're dealing with, always know there's somebody out there that can connect with you, and that
that you can learn from, and we can help each other. So much love. Subscribe to the channel. Love you guys. Peace.